Okay, hey guys, so this is going to be a review on the Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pros. And these are studio headphones, which are meant for use in the studio, but I found them to be really good for gaming, and so have a lot of people on the internet, including audiophiles and many gamers. The DT 990 Pro, which is even more popular, is an open back version of this pair of headphones, which is used more widely in gaming because it's open back, and popular streamers like Ninja and other people use it. That's where it gained its popularity. And then I found this one. I didn't like open back because I have blue switches on my keyboard, and I just don't like hearing all the fans and everything. I just want to be isolated in the game. That's what I like to feel when I'm playing video games. So I decided to pick up the closed back 770 Pros, and I got these on Amazon for about $140. Yep, right around there. And they're a really nice pair of headphones. You can see the pads are a little different. I'll talk about everything later, like the build quality. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so first let's talk about build quality. And the first thing you would see is probably this metal yoke right here. It's really strong and metal. And if you've seen the HyperX Cloud headsets, especially the Cloud 2, you've noticed that the design is pretty similar, and that is because those headphones, you got the inspiration from these, because I think these originally came out in 1980, so it's been quite a while since these been on the market, and they have still maintained their quality and difference between other headphones as time progressed. That's good. And so basically, let me just get my hand around. Alright, so let me focus right there. Okay, so this right here is made out of plastic, but it's actually really strong plastic, so you won't have any issues with that. No one on the internet actually cracked this plastic, and that's good. With even with tough use, you shouldn't be able to break it. It seems really thick and strong. Then you have the logo right here. It's like painted on, and you can actually feel it like sticks out a bit. And then, as I said, you have this metal here. Has a bit of a gunmetal finish on it. It's black, looks nice. At first it was a bit sharp on the edges, but I got used to that, and it's actually not as sharp. And right here, so actually I want to talk about this real quick. So you see where the ear pads get onto the actual headset itself. There's a piece of rubber, I think, right there. Yeah, that little tiny circle right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so it doesn't. So when this moves up and down on your head, you want to actually mess up the ear pads, which is nice that they thought of that. And yeah, seems pretty good, like, at doing that. It doesn't mess up the ear pads at all. You can just spin them if you want, like that. The headband is actually made out of leather, and you replace it by just popping off these buttons. And it's just the whole metal continues throughout the whole headset. So I think build quality along the frame of these headphones will last forever because of how well the materials are they use and how they constructed it. So nice engineering, Beyerdynamic, and it's plastic here, which brings the wire doesn't actually go through there. This is just for so you can go like this. It's a little tight because I don't even know why it's tight. It's just sometimes tight, sometimes weird. It's whatever, but I just keep it at one spot and don't mess with it. Usually it doesn't move, like even if you rattle it, it doesn't like loosen and come out. So yeah, it feels, the hinges here feel pretty good. And this little wire you see sticking out through each of the ear cups is exposed, as you can see it. And if you get anything caught on it, well, I don't know, that's an issue for you, because if you get anything caught on this, that's pretty much over for the headphones. If you pop that wire, it's gone, because that's how the sound gets from one driver to the other, and there's no like hidden way, because they have these metal hinges right here, and then they have like they just put it through the leather, I guess. I mean, it works. If you use these like regular headphones and really don't get them caught on anything, you should be fine. Same with the cable, it's non-detachable, so yeah, if this cable frays or breaks, yeah, you gotta buy a new pair of headphones. It has this little thing right here, and so it won't like bend there, and the cable's actually pretty thick. I think it's 3 meters long, which is actually pretty long, and it has a 3.5 millimeter connector on the other end, and it did come with a carrying bag and a 1/4-inch adapter, which I don't actually have on hand, but you probably know what that looks like. Just a regular drawstring bag and stuff. And the ear pads itself are made out of these like fabric material, which feel really smooth and actually are better for people who are wearing glasses, because your glasses slide much better in and out because it's not sticky like leather. So it's really nice, and there's also a bit of foam between the driver and your ear, so if your ear does make contact with this, it won't touch the driver. There's a bit of foam there. Seem pretty durable, really nice. And you can replace these earbuds. You could just buy it on their website. And what else about build quality? Yeah, there's little metal buttons. I think they're painted a bit like gray or stuff. But that's pretty much it about build quality. The cable is rubber, not braid. You can't replace it. It has a really nice frame, plastic and metal. Frame isn't gonna break. That's what I think. Only thing I'm scared about is the main cable. These 2 little tiny wires here. That's pretty much it for the build quality, though. Okay, now let's talk about sound quality and what made these such a great pair of gaming headphones. They have the I don't know how to describe it, but the open back soundstage, I think I would use that word, yes. Like the open back soundstage of a pair of open back headphones in a closed back, which is really nice because they have a really wide soundstage. It's unusual for closed backs usually, but it does really help in games. If you use Windows Sound like surround sound in like games like Apex, Fortnite, or like open world games, you really hear the difference. And it is a competitive edge, I guess you could say that, but it feels so much better wearing these, and I can wear these for hours. They're so comfortable. Just talk about build quality, and the sound is a bit of it's a little warm, but that bass is there. The bass is really good. You have a good bit of sub bass too. So if you want good bass headphones, these will get it done. Like if you put the bass booster on Windows to Max, you can feel these rattle. Even with like a 6 decibel plus bass boost, you can actually feel these rattle a bit, but that's just like if you max out the volume and stuff. I usually keep this around 60% volume on my computer, because I mean they are 80 ohms, and ohms is a measurement of impedance, and you need that many ohms to drive this pair of headphones. My computer motherboard actually can tell how many ohms a pair of headphones has and give out that many, which is nice. Not all of them do, so if you're going to be mainly using this for a computer or your phone, I would recommend the 32 ohms because those are much easier to drive. But 80 ohms, and they make 252, so if you have a headphone amplifier, they do sound much better. There's less distortion and more ohm headphones, which are harder to drive, so it's much clearer sound, I guess you could say that. But 80 ohms is like the sweet spot. It's not too much and it's not too little, so I guess you get the best of both worlds. And yeah, so that's pretty much about sound quality. Okay, now for a conclusion. Oh, I just hit the tripod, but these are a great pair of headphones for gaming, and I've used these for countless hours of gaming, and they do really well. Actually, the camera's in focus. There we go. Yep. Alright, so these are really good for gaming, music, top of the line. I would recommend these over like your wireless pair of headphones because of how they sound, and like just like Sony's or something like that. They don't come close to these. These are different. Once you buy them, or once you try them on, you can tell that they're not like any ordinary pair of headphones. These are meant to stand out, and that's what I really appreciate about them. They don't look, they were the ones that pioneered the design. If you check on Amazon too, it said the first date this was listed on Amazon, the DT770 Pros, were actually 2004. So that was a long time ago. It is 2019, and they're still holding up well. People are still buying them. They did make a successor to this, which is the Tesla driver version of these, and they are on $500. They have a detachable XLR cable, mini XLR, but those are a different category of headphones altogether. Even though they carry the 1770 name, they aren't the same as these. These are like different. If you want good gaming closed back headphones without having the crappy sound quality of a pair of a gaming headset like Razer, something like that, you should get these, because really good, especially if you have blue switches on your keyboards. You don't want to hear them. You will get your noise isolation with these, and you can actually put one on your ear and take one off, have one off. It's really comfortable to wear them, however, and also just put them on your head sideways, have them like this on your ear. Since they are circular ear cups that go over your ear fully, you can just have them on wherever you want on your head, on your ears. That's nice. And Beyerdynamic also said that you can replace any part of these headphones, including the screws right here where my thumb is. And what's nice, also these leather pads on the top, so you can just fully take it off. And if let's say the padding's getting you messed it up, it's been a few years, and also the leather started ripping off, you can go buy that on the website. Also the ear pads. The only thing I wish they really had was a detachable cable, and that's the only downside of these headphones, except for these hanging out cables. But that's pretty much it. They're a great pair of headphones. If you're looking for a good pair of closed back cans, you should get these. At least try them out. When I bought these, I actually tried out the Philips SHP 9500 and these, and I did those had a lot of bass for open back headphones, but I prefer the closed back nature, because wearing headphones feels, for me, I want to be a bit isolated from my surroundings when I'm wearing headphones. If I want to hear everything in my surroundings, I'd probably use a speaker. But open back headphones are the middle of that, so you put them on and it doesn't feel like you're wearing headphones, more natural. But I don't like that personally. That's just my taste. And these are really good. They even have as I said earlier, a much wider soundstage than regular closed back headphones. So it's good for gaming, good for these are really good for using in the studio, mixing and stuff like that. So if you do any of that, these are an instant pickup or buy for you. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.